Hello and welcome to Cricket Happenings, dear friends and subscribers. Today, the match which I'm going to talk about is the 43rd match in the Indian Premier League 2018, where the Chennai Superkings were defeated by Rajasthan Royals. Thus, Rajasthan Royals, are definitely getting level with Mumbai Indians and one more team. So Chennai Super Kings were defeated. Some very good bowling, one thought, from Rajasthan, especially in the death overs. Because if you look at the Chennai Super Kings score, they they had they still had 6 wickets in hand, and they were really doing very well at one stage when Shane Watson and Suresh Raina were in full control of the game. But some very good death bowling by the Rajasthan Royals bowlers even kept players like Dhoni and Billings quiet, and it ended with Chennai Super Kings getting 176 for 4. But the man who really stole everything was none other than Jos Butler. I mean, as far as the time that Jos Butler has opened the innings, I think he is really shining like a bright light, and that's what we saw today. He was there till the end to take the Rajasthan Royals to victory, and what a knock that was. His contribution being 95 not of truly deserved 100 there, 95 not out of 60 deliveries, which included 11 fours and 2 sixes, and the maximum of his runs coming into the power play overs, as we all know, because he's a very dangerous player in the power play overs. So I'll be talking about this game where Rajasthan Royals won the match only in the penultimate ball by 4 wickets. And the other news is that the Sri Lankan squad has been selected to go and play in the Test series against the West Indies, which also includes the first ever day-night Test match will be held in West Indies at Bridgetown in Barbados, where Sri Lanka and West Indies will be taking on each other. And also, we'll just have a sneak peek at the 2 games which is coming up tomorrow in IPL 2018. So, I'm going to start off with this game. So, Chennai Super Kings, this was played in Jaipur at the Rajasthan Royals home turf, and it was the Chennai Super Kings Dhoni winning the toss and deciding that they would bat first. The start was not good. They lost Ambati Rayudu pretty early, with Jofra Archer angling the ball and hitting the timber of Rayudu. So Rayudu was gone bowled out for 12 of 9 deliveries with 2 fours. But after that, it was thorough entertainment. From 19 for 1 when Rayudu departed, it was Watson and Raina at the crease, and runs were really coming in a screeching manner when these 2 batsmen at the crease, and they were really. And Dhoni also did one more thing. He decided to in fact, not Dhoni, the Ajinkya Rahane decided to give the ball to Gautam to bowl, and Gautam today could not get a handle on the batsman. He got thrashed for 28 runs of his 3 overs, and definitely Suresh Raina and Shane Watson were doing a good job as they took the score past the 100 mark in the 12th over, and that helped Chennai recover in a big manner. And looking at the score at that stage, at 105 for 1, when Watson and Raina were in complete control at the crease, one thought that definitely Chennai Super Kings would go to a total of 200 with their very good batting lineup. But the problem started once this partnership was broken, and it was broken by, I think it was Sodhi. It was Shane Watson who was the next to go. When Archer came back for his second spell, he picked up the wicket of Shane Watson by getting him caught by Butler after Watson made 39 of 31 deliveries, 2 fours and 2 sixes. And there really started the problems, as Raina was the next to go, following him soon after. Caught Binny bowled Sodhi for 52 of 35 deliveries, 6 fours and 1 6, and now it brought Dhoni and Billings to the crease. And here the Rajasthan Royals bowlers probably had done their homework on Dhoni for sure, and they were not allowing Dhoni to free his arms. They really kept him quiet, which was good to see. Because Dhoni, as you know, of late we have seen in the previous matches that he has really got off in slam bang fashion, as he has really creamed boundaries and also hit sixes. But today it was not so. Even though Dhoni and Billings were at the crease, the score at 119 for 3 and Raina departed, and it was some excellent bowling. I thought only 45 runs were given after that stage, which really made, which was tight bowling. I mean, they were really bowling balls very short and wide. It was some wide Yorkers. A lot of things were being done, which was really keeping Dhoni and Billings quiet. Archer bowled well. I think it was also United was bowling well. So basically, they really kept the runs to a minimum. And in the death overs, the Chennai Superkings batting could not really take off. And finally, it ended with Billings being run out for 27 of 22 balls with 3 fours. Dhoni remained not out on 33 of 23 balls with 1 4 and 1 6. But credit to the Rajasthan Royals bowlers for keeping it tight against Dhoni and Billings. Bravo was not out on 176 for 4 was the score which was put on the board by the Chennai Superkings. Gautam, as I said, got thrashed for 28 runs with 3 overs. Ankit Sharma bowled a solitary over which was carved for 11 runs. Jofra Archer was the wicket taker, 4 overs 2 for 42. It was a bit costly. Stokes 4 overs none for 31 did a good job. Vinatkat none for 34 of his 4, and East Sodhi bowled very well, 4 overs 1 for 29. Now the Rajasthan Royals were given a target of 177 to win from the 20 overs, and there was a real surprise being sprung by the Ajinkya Rahane, the captain of the Rajasthan Royals team, as we saw 2 Englishmen walk in to open the batting. One was Jos Butler, which was expected, but the other man was Ben Stokes. As you know, Ben Stokes, probably Jos Butler, probably what would have definitely influenced this, according to me, would have been that, in Butler's case, he was coming in the middle order, but he was not really taking off. But once he came as the opener, he thrashed everyone out of sight. But Ben Stokes was given an opportunity, and Ben Stokes is also someone who has been struggling in this IPL 2018, and probably one thought that a stroke of luck would be coming for Ben Stokes, and things would be really something that these 2 batsmen could have a good understanding, and things could really take off, and Ben Stokes would also probably do something that Butler has been doing. But I have to say the joy was short-lived. Even though Ben Stokes struck Harbhajan Singh for a 1 4 and a 6 to get 11 runs, that is 10 runs of the over, but Harbhajan Singh has the ability to bowl the slider, and that slider was pretty quick enough for Ben Stokes to leave a gap between his stumps. He was clean bowled for 11, and the experiment of bringing in Ben Stokes failed. But at the other end, Jos Butler was really taking off, and David Willey was really targeted. He was really taken full toll off by Butler in the power play overs. Even Harbhajan Singh was not spared, and Chennai Super Kings Dhoni, after seeing that Butler and Stokes were opening the innings, had to press on the services of his spinners, Harbhajan Singh and Jadeja, and Harbhajan Singh was, after he got the Stokes wicket, he just got one more over where he was thrashed by Butler, went after him. Jadeja, I thought, bowled with semblance of respectability, and things were, even Bravo got a bit of stick as well. So things went on, and then after Ben Stokes was out, Ajinkya Rahane came in, and Ajinkya Rahane could not contribute much. He was gone for 4 of 3 balls to the bowling of Jadeja. Sanju Samson started giving the company to Butler. Butler, as usual, was playing his trademark strokes, his scope, his ramping over, and also sometimes swinging the ball through the onside. And predominantly, Butler happens to be an offside player, so the strokes were really flowing onto the offside. Sanju Samson came in and really gave some good company to Butler. and got to 21 runs of 22 deliveries, 2 fours, before a misunderstanding led to a Sanju Samson run out for 21. P. Chopra was the next to go. Shardul Thakur was another one who was really on the money as far as bowling was concerned. He was bowling a controlled line and length, which resulted in him getting the wicket of P. Chopra for 8 of 6 deliveries with 2 fours. But Butler was standing at the other end. Stuart Binney came in, and the score read, when Stuart Binney was out, the score was 146. So it was still a long way, 31 runs to get in the balance 14 balls. The big hitter Gautam came out, and Gautam smashed Willie for 2 sixes. And Gautam, this is the advantage of having Gautam, who has never failed to strike sixes as and when it was needed, and that's what he precisely did. The Gautam's 13, even though Butler was still stroking the ball and hitting the ball well, he was totally entrenched at the crease. It was Gautam who hit a quick fire 13 of 4 deliveries, which included 2 sixes, but he definitely fell a victim to Willie. But that didn't matter. The score was 165 by the time Gautam departed in the 19th over, and finally it was 12 runs to get. Jos Butler made sure that Rajasthan Royals would win the match in the penultimate ball, as he finished on an unbeaten 95 of 60 deliveries, 11 fours and 2 sixes. Archer did not face a ball, and that was it. The Rajasthan Royals had taken a victory over the mighty Chennai Superkings by 4 wickets to keep their hopes alive as far as the IPL 2018 is concerned. The bowling, Willie got thrashed for 47 runs of his 4 overs with 1 wicket. Harbhajan Singh, even though he got the wicket of Stokes, was not really effective. He got tonked for 29 runs of his 2 overs with 1 wicket. Jadeja bowled very well, 4 overs 1 for 28. Shardul Thakur really bowled excellently, 4 overs 1 for 22. KV Sharma 1 over for 10. Dwayne Bravo unfortunately was not effective at all today, with Butler and other batsmen going after him. 3.5 overs, no maiden, 1 for 31 for Bravo. Watson bowled 1 over for 9, and well, there are no prizes for guessing as to who the man of the match was. It was none other than Jos Butler. So that is as far as that match is concerned. Now, yes, let me also tell you that one was waiting for that historic test match to happen between Pakistan and Ireland at Dublin, the capital of Ireland, but unfortunately there was a big disappointment for all the Irish fans at the ground, and also for cricket in general, I would say, as the historic test match did not take place. I mean, in the sense, it was slated, but unfortunately due to heavy rain and waterlogging, that the match could not go through. So the first day's play, not a good beginning for an historic first test match for Ireland, as the first day's play was entirely washed out, and now it would be depending on the second day's play as to what really pans out. So it was very sad to know that rain played a big spoil sport in the first match in the test history for Ireland, unfortunately. And one hopes that we get some cricket in the Ireland versus Pakistan match tomorrow. Well, the next news that I would like to talk about is the Sri Lankan team has been named for the test series against the West Indies. So if you look at the Sri Lankan test squad, they are still in the rebuilding phase, as we all know. The Mahela Uduvate, one would remember this player, has been recalled into the Sri Lankan test team after a gap of 10 years. Now, one does not know, probably due to his experience. Kushal Pereira is out of the squad. Jeffrey Vandersay, the leg spinner, the Kushal Pereira comes into the squad. Jeffrey Vandersay, the leg spinner, comes into the team, and there's also space for Kasun Rajita, the seam bowler, and also Asita Fernando, who has been scoring, who did score very consistently in the year 2017, and has shown that he has some talent. Now, The players that were left out of the squad were Dushmanta Chamira, and these are due to the injuries that they have. Danushka Gunatilaka is also out, in my opinion, due to an injury. Dimut Karunaratne, who is the trusted opening pair, and that I think is the big blow for Sri Lanka, because one feels that Dimut Karunaratne is a solid opening batsman, and one was thinking that Sri Lanka had a tried and trusted opening pair, and Dimut Karunaratne and probably Kaushal Silva, but unfortunately that's not the case. Lakshan Sandakan as also does not find a place in the team. And let's have a look at what is the team composition. I think Dinesh Chandimal would definitely will definitely lead the team, no doubt about that. And looking at Udavate, I'm told he has been successful so far. He recently hit 97 and 103 in a particular game. And Kasun Rajita is the quickest of the trio, but definitely one feels for Sri Lanka that they are having a lot of injury problems as far as the pace bowlers is concerned. Nuwan Pradeep does not play. There's no Suranga Lakmal. And also there is Lairu Gamage and Lairu Kumara. And Lairu Gamage was very impressive against Pakistan, as one would remember. And so these are the changes that has happened. And let's have a look at the squad. Now, as you know, Sri Lanka are going to play 3 test matches in the West Indies. And there's going to be the first ever day-night test being held in Bridgetown in Barbados, which one was looking forward to. The first test begins on the 6th of June. And also, another good statistic is that Sri Lanka have never won in the West Indies. Will this be the time that they could put it across the West Indies? Chandimal will captain the team. Mahela Udavate, Kushal Mendes, Kushal Pereira, Dhananjay De Silva, Roshan Silva, who is also another impressive bat, Angelo Matthews, Dickwala, Harat Dilram Perakula Dhananjaya. And as I said, they have a lot of injury problems. There's no place for Suranga Lakmal, is also subject to fitness. And I think they have a young pace lineup here, and one does not know whether that would be enough to combat the West Indians in their own turf. One has to wait and watch. Well, from here, I'm trying to see whether there is any time. Yes, I'm just wanting to do a sneak peek, but I'm not going to talk much about it. There are 2 matches coming up tomorrow. That weekend, that's on a Saturday. In the IPL, as we know, there will be 2 matches. So one is Knight Riders are taking on the Kings 11 Punjab. That is the one match. And the other match that is coming up is the Royal Challengers Bangalore are taking on the Delhi Daredevils. And dear fans and subscribers, one thing I would like to say, that yesterday probably I spoke a bit early saying that Delhi Daredevils are knocked out. But today, looking at the statistics, it says that Delhi Daredevils still have a chance if they could win 3 of the remaining matches. So there's still some life in this Delhi Daredevils team of Shreyas Iyer, the young captain of DD. And RCB, as you know, are very tough rivals, but they have been struggling, and they direly need a win tomorrow against the DD. Well, dear fans and subscribers, I think it's about time for me to actually sign off on this daily cricket show by promising you all that you will be seeing me, that is on tomorrow, that's on Saturday. Probably one would hope that the Pakistan-Ireland test match goes through on the second day without any rain interruptions, and also the IPL. Thanks for your company as always. It's your host Ram signing off. Thank you.